I just wanted to say that while I was editing, I noticed that the game audio was super quiet for some reason. So sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I don't know how to edit. Okay, hope you like it. Bye. Alright, I think we're back. Um, therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. I want to look at the options real quick as well.
Yes.
Oh, that's certainly compelling. Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. You must have seen her. I'm sorry. I forgot to press the start recording button after I adjusted the audio. Basically, there's a picture of the scene of the crime. Okay. So, there's a new photograph added to the evidence of the record. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. Okay, basically, if we look at the photo, right? So Ryunosuke is like, there was a woman. But there's only one placemat, I think is what he's trying to say. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. But that's not true, I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. I feel like the game audio is suddenly a lot lower today and I really don't know why. I'm very sorry. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no room for further doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Taketsuchi Aochi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor. Rip Ryunosuke. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to roll. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Is that you, Asogi? What? If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witness. But make it quick, understood? Fisk. Rules can be so unending at times. Ugh. The true culprit. Okay. Even if what I saw was almost the same thing. Oh wait, is this the first time we're... Yeah, we are. Pointing... for more full search of premises at the time. Indeed, alone he Englishman. Self. Okay. Well, obviously... we have to press them. What?
Yes.
Wait. Yes? Okay. Yes. You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a Ryunosuke. This is not helpful. As you have been pains to point out time and again, I feel as if I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. Arg. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened, the quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know, of course the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was? Oh, wait, what? Pressing the statement was right after all? This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What is that, Counsel? It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. What a clinic. Heh. This is For people who don't know, this is a reference to Haughty Clinic, in the first game. Ha ha ha. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for that date in question. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just going crazy. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on this case. You fool. I wonder. What do you think? Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful. Please. Dude. You can't... I don't know if this is how real law works, but like, I feel like just because you don't think it's important doesn't mean you can't enter it into evidence, right? I don't know. I don't know real law. If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? Oh, JK, I have to have grounds for it. The court has already heard conclusive testimony. Any additional evidence would be extraneous, not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Object to that, Asogi. Oh, wait, Nosuke starts every time is so cute. Whether or not they're of a concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon? You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Oh, Asogi knows the law better than we do. Very well, the court will grant the defense's request. Yes, youngsters these days are forever frickin' zoomers. Frickin' zoomers who want rights. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report cards to the court record. Right. Hey, give me that evidence. What we need right now is more clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Oh, right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt. Look at his cheekbones, though. I just noticed the shading on his cheekbone. Dang. Feel free to reiterate for the accused. Korekuta-san. Okay, wait, look at the court. Don't present anything. Look at this. Doesn't really seem to get a stink. Look at the bite mark. I really don't know. I guess I'll just keep pressing.
Yes.
So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, was dining alone. Thoughts? Yep. Forgive me for the position I place you in. Oh, he's at least he's nice about it, right? So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beefsteak on the victim's table, a meal for one. That doesn't mean somebody couldn't have come up to his table. No, Dots. The antique dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before, it's not impossible that they're all lying. I don't think so. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I absolutely have no idea. Go back real quick. Go search. I already pressed that. But it's not though. Press this. No. It's not the same thing at all. I agree. For a start, I didn't fire that gun. We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of a uniform officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. I don't think so. Consider this defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Did you? Did you see it? Did you see me blink? How could I? And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did blink. What kind of logic? What kind of bird logic is this? Well, there you have it. Okay. Tension! The sound of a firearm rang in my ears in the very next moment. I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman. I think that says it all, don't you? So Ryunosuke heard the gunshot and then he picked up the gun? And let us not forget that the antique dealer witnessed the accused in this most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Korekuta-san? Dots. Why I don't like dots? What are the dots? Okay. Work hard. Lunch. Sketch. So he definitely was next to the stage. And then here. I feel like the positions are different, but maybe that's just me. Visual search. Oh gosh. Yep. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now. Well, yeah, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies. Aw, his smile. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to... Okay. Oh, you mean this? Usually in Ace Attorney games, I feel like you need to present something, but maybe they're adding a new mechanic where you just press... So this is a brand new piece of evidence, so perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. How exactly? Use the magnifying glass. Oh, I already knew that! I already knew this one. Wow, so smart. Okay, I got you. I got Azogi. I wasn't born yesterday. You don't think I already did that? Oh wait, no wait, he's... Oh, you can turn it. Oh, whoop. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Move the crosshairs around town for clues that may have been missed before. Okay. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, press A to investigate further. So, partner. I think you should take a close look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I need to use R, L, A to inspect. Okay. I got you. So, medical report card. The stamp. Oh, look at their little characters. It says Hot Clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics. Almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries. Aren't they all the same? When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life. And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm. I'll never forget it. Never in my whole life. Most people would give their right arm to only have had one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything. What's this? Open it? Hello. First stamp. Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. It's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yeah, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe that there's anything that could actually stop you feeling pain. There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly... You see it? You see the discrepancy here? You see it? Yes, I see. This new information? Yeah. Ryunosuke's got it. Definitely. Keep example. I guess. Alright. Alright, we got this. Oh. Oh, wait. Go back. Oh, I guess it's the dining stage. Oh, wait. Go back. Present. Take that! Well, I think, about what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer? I wish I could, but first and foremost here, I'm the accused. You know, Skay. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Aw, Kazuma. That's a good reminder. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raise your hand straight up like that, so purposely, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Dots. Heartfelt dots. Alright, thanks for your advice. The character animations are so good. Oh, the music. Orekuta-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. I see, and I don't see. What of it, boy? Hearing what is written on this report card with your witness statement? What? Why doesn't he just bang the table? I guess that's fair. Something clearly doesn't add up. His greatest character development will be banging the table. I'm sure of it. Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel. But, let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. Grr, but that's, remember, Inosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point. Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there's no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could have possibly— What did I tell you? The character development! This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that? What? That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hata Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps. If I told you that the victim just had a tooth extracted? What's this now? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result the victim had been forbidden from eating? Get wrecked. Just what are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? No, that can't— Orekuta-san. What boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we now know, had just one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic. Arrgh! Expertly done, partner.
Objection!
What is this nonsense, you little upstart? You know, you're wrong. These are baseless accusations. Just look at the photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. But can't you follow the logic? How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Yosuke? I would. I would have so. Oh yeah. Yep. So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable. This objection theme is like so ball. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who in fact was eating the pictured beef steak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel? Counsel? Oh, yeah, yep. Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of your turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table. Me. I mean, it's gotta be an unknown. Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection!
I mean, I saw him. You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person. But how can you explain the other one? Because I saw her. When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on the table. Therefore, only logical conclusion here is that somebody else was there eating the steak. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly. I don't know if this is a new edition, but I like how they react to one another. Kazuma, are you insane? You would take on the government? Don't worry, counsel. I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have issue with them, the two witnesses at the stand. What? What are you talking about? Come on, you have a kid. You know, set a good example. Don't lie on the stand. We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So if now turns out the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury. Perjury? And since it's a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Complicit in murder? No! You have a kid! Think about your kid! No, negative! There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting! I was just following orders. That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they are told us. Oh. What? What did you just say, Korikuta-san? Oh, no. You're just following orders. Now hold on, lad, I was, You never saw the gentlewoman. When you say gentlewoman, I mean... saw the victim with the lady from overseas. What? Objection! Wait, how do you know she was overseas? What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair? It's just one simple slip of the tongue. Order, counsel, explain what is going on. It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. And who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? That's classified. So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? This can't be happening. Inosuke, judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable However, I don't believe Aochi had any idea about it. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. We need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whether whoever it was really did wield his power here. But how? Can we possibly... Remember how we made progress before? We examined this piece of evidence. Yep, we did that. Oh, yep, that's right. Oh, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing. There's no time to lose. Okay. I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe. Please, wait, Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing. What does the defense have to say about all this, Oh, well, Your Excellency. Oh, no time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head. What? Wait. I literally don't know. What? A waiter. I don't know. Sorry. I feel like it has to be Mikotoba. I feel like it has to be Mikotoba. I don't want it to be. But I feel like it's the only one. Oh. Oh, it wasn't right. I was like, there's no way. Okay. Sorry. Let's try that again. Sorry, bring back the tension. Okay, alright. No, don't do that. Oh, you took away my badge. Mabi. Winston Payne. Don't get angry. I'll think again. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, Asogi was threatening me? Oh, so you want me to Oh, okay. Wait, so I can examine... Okay, wait. Don't do it. Don't do that. Let me examine it. So I can examine everything. I don't remember. Hello? Well, that's unexpected. Wait, what? Mabi? What is? Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Oh yeah, we couldn't flip this around before, I think. Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point. I will say, I don't like the convoluted logic in Ace Attorney games sometimes. Like, I know there's like a path to the story, but I wish that they would let you like get all the evidence if you happen to come across it first. Because like, they kind of planned us to have found this at like this time, right? Anyway. His job- oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth? I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somehow here. Oop. Okay. Well, there's our guy. Oh, waiter-san.
Yes!
Why would you do that? Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier?
Objection!
Poppycock. What possible reason would the waiter have to make to give These witnesses give false testimony, not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not have possibly have that level of influence. For once, I would agree with you. If, that is, the man were truly a waiter. What, if he were... Come on, Ryunosuke, time to hit the court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hosonaga's real identity as proven by the evidence? He's a police inspector. Oh wait, I forgot to press it. Okay, no. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed A. I was like, why are they making me inspect it again? Oh wait, don't do it! Oh no! Okay. Please. We understand. Oh, you're so beautiful. But, yes! I'm gonna move on with this case. The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree it shows a great deal of attention, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency, that's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes, yeah, it's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is. I understand your confusion. Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of this business card. Rip Ryunosuke. Rip. The front of that business card in question reveals the man in... Oh my gosh, his profession. His true profession. A waiter's profession? But that's surely... Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power, as far as civilian regulations are concerned. Regular civilians are concerned. Oh my goodness. So, witnesses there in the stand. Was it, in fact, the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well, thoughts? Hold it! What? Who said that? Oh my god. Inspector Hosonaga! Worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. You fool! The court will take this plan and add it to the court record. Is that what it means? Oh, yeah, he got noticed. Got pretty sus. Of course, here you are. Sus AF. What a sussy bot. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card, huh? I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake. Truly? So, you mean to say you really are a detective? That look of mystery. But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Of course, your salary in the... was working undercover. Undercover? Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can say categorically that they are unrelated to this case of a homicide. Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga. But you will elaborate on one point for the court. Why you lied. What about that? We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. How about the fact that you almost condemned poor sweet Ryunosuke to be in jail? If that is indeed true, Clearly, you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? This judge is so no-nonsense. I'm not used to it. Ahem. That's correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable. As I suspected. Bang. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victims had slumped in a chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused suitor. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishman. When the truth comes out, I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Special orders? I mean to say, you're told by the government to keep quiet? Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interest not pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. Name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect. Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the phantom woman in this case. But it's not right. It's not. Well, you can't I mean, I guess this is a sealed court. They could go back if they want. What's the verdict, Asogi? One possibility does spring to mind. What do you mean, Kazuma? Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain, and I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying the medical faculties, is a young Englishwoman. What? You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. I removed the woman from the scene of the crime. I thought it prudent to check her identity first. Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yume University's medical faculty. What is happening here? I admit that, under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimony. It must now be up to Your Excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. Yeah, you can't just let an innocent student, like, you know, take the blame, right? Get that IR is, like, you know, is shaky. That's right, it would be a desecration of our justices to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Objection!
But Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of the ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions. Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Oh my gosh, this judge is so cool! Dang, get out of here, wacko Phoenix Wright judge. Real judges here. Dr. Hosanaga? Yes, sir? You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency. But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau. Who cares about the bureaucracy? As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem? Oh, he's fighting. Nothing will get in my way. That looks like All Might there. Alright. Court will adjourn. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Your Excellency! Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvene. To be continued. Bum bum bum.